And we have some more breaking news out of the NFL where Tua Tagovailoa has been officially ruled out heading into Sunday's wildcard game between the Dolphins and the Bills. That has been confirmed by our Jonathan Jones. Now, Tua entered the concussion protocol back on December 26th. Miami not faring so well down the stretch, losing 5 of their last 6 games. Even without Tua, Miami managing to beat the Jets, clinching a playoff spot. But again, Tua has been officially ruled out for that matchup against the Bills. And getting a look at Miami, their stats with and without Tua this season. Miami 8-5 with Tua under center. All other quarterbacks 1-3. Points per game 25.5 with Tua, and then almost half of that at 16.3. Coach Mike McDaniel, he was speaking to the media about this just moments ago. So let's get and take a listen in.
Expecting me, right?
Yes, you were. Mike, before we start, I just want to mention real quick that
You miss me?
yeah, later today we're going to be presenting our Good Guy Award, which goes to the player who exhibits professionalism with the media. And so, in preparation for that, I asked everybody to give me 3 names instead of just one, because I knew that it wasn't obvious who was going to this year. And 2 interesting things happened. Number one, believe it or not, we had to have a runoff election because the voting was so close.
Too many good guys.
Too many good guys. And number 2, 1/4 of your roster received votes, which I think says something about the locker room that we put together.
Yeah.
So I'm sure, I think I speak for everybody here when I say that, we're appreciative of the players for their cooperation, your coaching staff, yourself, Ann and her staff.
Wow.
And let me not forget to mention the cafeteria staff. So,
Well, this is unbelievable. Very much appreciate it on behalf of all people involved. That's really cool here. Yeah, you guys deserve the respect that you're receiving. Trying to do your job.
now that we said that, who's your quarterback?
It's not me. As of today, Tua has not been cleared by doctors to resume football activities on the field with his teammates. So, because of that and because of the time that he's missed, I can rule him out for Sunday.
Teddy in line to play this week?
Teddy is still working his way back. His biggest thing is he knew that he had to be in a position where he had to be fully functional on Sunday. That took some strain and really just some guts and work ethic to. That's not an easy thing to do. And as it stands right now, he's working to prepare himself to be capable on Sunday. But as a result of that, he can't afford any setbacks or really anything that's conflicting against the healing process in the week. As a result, we will be approaching the game today, the Wednesday game, as Skylar Thompson as our starting quarterback.
Mike, when you talked to Tua and officially ruled him out, what was his reaction? What was that conversation like?
He's, I would say it's conflicting. He himself is learning that he needs to listen to the advice of doctors and medical professionals. He understands the severity of doing that. So there's a little bit of things that he can't control that, he did not, he was an incredible part of the entire season. I think eight of our wins were as a result of him playing quarterback amongst the team. And, you know, that did not come because it was just gifted. That was a lot of work and preparation. So it's, you know, very frustrating, much as a lot of things in life and football are. But it's very frustrating for him to not be able to go through everything with his teammates, and really, you know, it was a huge goal of his to help get this team to the playoffs, and he wants to play the playoffs. There's nothing more fun than playoff football, and he really finds normal football fun. So very conflicting, I would say, but understands that it's his best interest that the doctors and medical professionals are seeking, and respects and regards that. So that was about it.
Mike, is he gonna be able to go with you guys to Buffalo?
You know, these are things that I try to take things one day at a time, not to be annoying, but because of just really the procedure that the doctors have kind of shown me. So, you know, I think there's a possibility of that. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see how he is on Friday and Saturday, and then whether or not it helps, hurts, or is indifferent to him to travel.
Like just a setback. Help to have some. Go ahead. Have there been any setbacks?
Not really setbacks. It's more just, I'd say, probably compounding variables. I try not to micromanage everything, because I don't find a non-expert to be helpful in micromanaging. I think that would lend one to mismanagement. So, I wouldn't say setbacks as much as just compounding variables and what needs to happen for the doctors to feel good about it.
Mike, is there any, I guess, relief in knowing to a situation that now you can, you know, make plans, or is it still things kind of muddled because you don't know between the side and take the quarterback position?
I mean, I would be a fool to pretend to have a roadmap for anything. I think this season, just in general in football, but this season in particular, if I was feeling comfort in the idea of a exact vision on who was going to play, for instance, I would be ridden with anxiety. We've had injuries. Most teams have injuries. We've dealt with some at positions and with multiplicity. So I don't really look at it like that. I look at all right, this is the hand right now. How do you play that hand? If there are things that go back and forth, you know, you have to just plan for that as well. So I wouldn't say there was any comfort in really any of the news that we're talking about, with the exception to the fact that I know we have a dedicated, hungry football team that's excited to play in a game that they earned to play in, and you know, even there's something to be said about the group in the locker room that understands that it's not about woulda, coulda, shoulda. This happened, that happened. I told them today that I think they were one of 5 teams in the history of the National Football League that have lost 5 in a row and made the playoffs. And that is not something that you want on a trophy. You'd prefer not to lose 5 in a row, but I think it also more precisely speaks to the level of determination, the lack of splintering. There's something to be proud of there too, because that is hard to do, clearly, and it's always something to build upon when you're able to do something in the face of whatever that other people can't. So I think they're just excited to play a football game against arguably the best football team in the National Football League, and they get the opportunity to do that on Sunday, and I think that's something that they're really excited for and excited to go play.
Mike, I had a question separate kind of Gerald Bevel and kind of his role this season. First two-part, I was curious where that relationship has stemmed from, and then you can bring him to the staff, and how instrumental has he been on working with three quarterbacks, with all the various changes this season.
Yeah, no, he's been absolutely. Bev's been huge for me. Somebody that I met, I think it was one of those deals where, you know how you meet someone and you remember it and they don't, which means it was more memorable for you. All the way back in 2006, I don't know, in Indy at the Combine, at the old Marriott with the whatever that burger place is, I don't know. But I was down there talking to him, knew of him then, and then had followed his career, had been in the same division as him on occasion, had played against him. And, when I got here, kind of the lay of the land, I'm not sure how long it took me, but I knew that one of the biggest priorities for the organization was to get some leadership in the quarterback room, have a coach who has experience developing younger quarterbacks and has done it on multiple occasions, and also has a disposition that is to be trusted. And you can't find a more trustworthy, honest, loyal human being. He's been huge for that room. It's one of the reasons why there's been really, really strong quarterback play that's come from that room over the course of the season. He great asset. Honestly, just outstanding hire. Come on, guys. Yeah, he gets my jokes about as well as you guys do, so it's all good.
Like during the past month,
if you're just joining us here on CBS Sports HQ, we are following that breaking news. That was Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel addressing the media, saying that Tua has been ruled out for the wild card matchup versus the Bills. Taking a look at the Dolphins with and without Tua, things are obviously better with Tua under center. The difference is pretty drastic. Their win-loss record, 8-5 with Tua, 1-3 with all other quarterbacks. Points per game, 25.5 with Tua, 16.3 with all other QBs under center for Miami. And remember, you can watch the Bills and the Dolphins on Super Wildcard Weekend. That is on Sunday, January 15th at 1 p.m. Eastern here on CBS. You can also stream it on Paramount+. Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, they're going to be on the call against that is Sunday at 1.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.